because I believe that these people are being railroaded and they're being denied due process of the law. So then also last night I got this wonderful letter from the Maryland Attorney General. And by the way, forgery of a judge's signature is a criminal offense. Here's the letter I got the 23rd of February. I got it yesterday. This was dated the 22nd. I got it the 23rd. Today's the 24th. Attorney General of Maryland's Office of the Counsel of the General Assembly. Mr. McDermott, 143 North Huron Drive, Forest Heights, Maryland, referencing your public information request. I am in receipt of your letter dated February 1st, 2011, which you state was copied to every member of the Senate and House of Delegates. I have been authorized to respond on behalf of all recipients of your letter. That's very good. Wonderful. Now it goes on. You are correct. Emphasis added. You are correct. Article 4, Section 1 of the Maryland Constitution requires that our courts be courts of record. This requirement has been interpreted to require that court orders be in writing and not oral. See E.G. Redmond versus Chance, 32, 42, MD, 42, 52, 1870. But I know of no reason why the judge's original signature must appear on all copies of such orders. Doesn't that sound kind of stupid to you as an average citizen? Isn't that kind of ludicrous that you're not entitled to an actual signed order that will take your home or your business or your children? You should always have that so you can have it for appeal. Not only that, without that record, how can you appeal? You're appealing an unsigned order. Give me a break. The signed copies appear in court files, are available for your inspection. This practice seems to be an eminently reasonable security precaution developed by the courts to ensure that judges' signatures are not fraudulently duplicated. Excuse me, I just saw what happened. I just saw it. Family court in Baltimore. Don't tell me. It's much more easy for clerks of the court to have friendly lawyers that they dismiss cases for with judges' signatures. Don't tell me that's nothing but a lie. In any event, there have been no constitutional amendments proposed by the General Assembly or legislative enactments that either authorize or prohibit this practice. Well, then I would say that the people on the General Assembly better get on the stick and do what is right to protect the people of the state of Maryland. If not, resign your office and let somebody in there who can do the job. Therefore, the response to your inquiry remains that there are no public records or in the possession of any custodian of public records that are responsive to your inquiry. That's the end of my report. Oh, his letter goes on here. Your letter of February 1st also makes a new request that any legislative bill file exempting certain state courts and other judicial entities from application of the Maryland Public Information Act, the MPIA. There are no responsive documents because those entities are not exempt from the law. Now, every one of them has said they get exempt from the law, but here it is, the Maryland Attorney General, right here. Right here. They're not exempt from the law. See? That's... There are no responsive documents because they are not exempt. Moreover, there is a specific provision making judicial records public available under Maryland Courts and Judicial Proceedings, annotated code 203, 2-203, unless otherwise provided by law, an order of the court or any person may, by law, or order of any court, any person without charge, inspect, examine, and make memorandum or notes from the index or papers filed with the clerk of the court. See Maryland Rule 16-1002. Court records are presumed to be open to the public for inspection. Baltimore Sun versus Baltimore City, 359, Maryland 653. This is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. So it's getting late. I've got to head back to Washington, D.C. So this will be George McDermott signing off for MarylandCourtWatch.com and SecretJustice.com, February 24th, 5:20 in the afternoon, from the land of the scam and the home of the fraud, inner city of Baltimore. God bless and have a good day. They've already sanctioned Douglas Gansler for divulging exculpatory evidence illegally, and they sanctioned him. He had to pay all kind of fines. But, you know, that's why I'm going to Doug Gansler's office right now. I'm going to demand that I be allowed to file a criminal complaint against this court. And if he doesn't, then I'm going to have to sue the state of Maryland in his office for fraud. And based on, that's about a 20-page report, 30-page report on his criminal activities. It's Attorney Grievance versus Gansler, 377 MD at 565 through 2003. How he got to be made Attorney General of the state of Maryland, it's an absolute joke. And he should resign, especially after the fact that he's the same things that he's done to tainting the evidence in the case State versus Jerry Mathis is happening time and time again. And the Court of Appeals needs to pull his license and put this gentleman out of business. So George McDermott, I'm going to pick this up when I leave the Gansler's office in here in Annapolis, and I'm going to also see some of my congressmen and senators to find out what the story is. God bless and have a good day from the land of the scam and the home of the fraud. Maryland Court of Special Deals for Gangsters.